Alright, for this video, I'm taking off the headphones, I'm muting my speakers because I want to see if it is possible to make a beat without listening to it. You know, I've wanted to do this for a while. I've wanted to see if this is possible. Basically, making a beat from scratch without, hearing it. I will say I don't think this is gonna be too bad. We'll see how it turns out, but basically, I'm saying that because I've been using this program FL Studio for over 10 years now. I have a pretty similar kind of process every time I open up FL Studio and work on a beat. And I also think that I'm just kind of a visual person, so when I'm working on stuff, I can kind of picture how things are going just by looking at them. So yeah, I want to say going into this, I don't think it'll be too bad, but I don't know. Let's basically see. I have my speakers muted right now. They're not even on, and I have my headphones turned off. So yeah, let's see how this is gonna sound. I actually don't have a ton of ideas for actually making a beat. I don't know what type of beat I want to make, but I think that the way I want to make it, I want to start with a chord progression, because I think that if I have a chord progression, it'll be easier for me to basically create melodies, make a bass line, and kind of go off that. And that's what I kind of do every time that I start making a beat, is I start with a chord progression. So I'm using Nexus 2. I'm gonna look for, I don't know, is it cheating if I go to my go-to sound because I know how they sound like? I think that is kind of cheating. So I'm gonna do, let's see, I'm just gonna pick a library that I don't use too often. I do want to go with a piano sound. I think that is kind of a safe bet because sometimes if you do a pad sound, it can go kind of crazy. I'm gonna try and create a chord progression. Let's see this. I'm trying to think of I don't even know what. So this is gonna be the first chord, and then we're gonna, I forgot to even set its tempo too. I'll try and remember to set the tempo in a sec. So it's gonna go this, maybe, can I do this? I hope this is all in key. I don't know a lot of scales and chords and everything. I kind of just play everything off ear, or I use MIDI files of chords a lot. But this is the pattern that I'm going with. So I think this is A major. Fingers crossed this is A major, because I'm going to do some stuff with Arcade, and it's a plugin where you actually have to set the scale. So here we go. This is the piano melody that I'm going with here. I feel like it'd be easier to get just a bass VST. I'm going to try with an actual 808 sound, which I think is going to be harder because I can't hear the 808. I know these ones are in tune though. So I'm just going to make a simple 808 pattern here. I also want to make these chords just a little bit different, get some kind of groove to them. I have no idea how this is actually going to sound like right now. I feel like this 808 looks really long just going off this here, so I'm going to lower this 808 a little bit. Kind of looks like the 808 is hitting properly, kind of mixing well with this piano chords that I have here. I think something that's going to kind of save this beat is if I get kind of a hat loop, some kind of percussion elements to kind of carry the rhythm of it. Yeah, this looks good, right? This looks kind of normal. I'm trying to think of what to do next. I don't even know. I want a kick sound, strong in the notes here. These are easier to kind of visualize because you can just tell it's like ch, 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 ch. This is kind of tough too. I have a ton of sounds to choose right here. Alright, so I have a drum pattern in kicks and snares. Let's get a hi-hat with this too. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the drums are kind of easier because you can kind of, I don't know, you can kind of visualize what they sound like. I don't know if this piano is kind of I don't know if it's kind of like too simple sounding. Sometimes with my beats, I kind of like to stack layers. So instead of getting just the piano, I want to kind of do like a kind of like a synthy type of sound, almost like a synth pad to just play these chords too at the same time. This might be like an electric piano sound, but I don't know for sure. I'm also adding reverb on it to kind of make it like a pad. Okay, so this is the kind of the main structure of the beat, but what I want to do and why it was so important to label, you know, the scale. I use this plugin a lot called Arcade by Output. I've used it, I think I've used it in a couple of other beat making videos on the channel, but basically this plugin is good because it gives you a lot of like, I don't know, kind of textures and loops to make. Like I'm gonna search up a guitar sound here. Basically what this plugin is doing is it's giving me a lot of like sounds to use. It's hard to explain, especially since I can't actually hear it right now and explain, but I'm kind of like using this. Sometimes it gives you melodies to use, it gives you like guitar kind of solos, just little things. You can do big things with it, but little things, little vocal chops, little like piano chops, chords, whatever, just to add in your beats to get a little bit of some extra spice. I think I might explain this better in another video when I can actually talk about it. But basically what I'm looking is for something just to add to the beat. And I'm looking, this says it's a guitar lead melody. So let's add a guitar lead melody to this. It looks kind of like choppy for some reason. I don't know if it's playing the guitar. Oh, what? That's not even the right thing. Which one was? I think I did the wrong thing. I think I just saved this beat. I think that was the thing that probably would have gone. No, it's not even the right one, is it? Okay. Now I think I have the guitar melody, I guess. I'm kind of like second guessing every single thing that I do here. So just recapping, this beat has a piano, has 808s acting as the bass line, kind of a pad chord progression accompanying the piano, lots of drum elements, a guitar pattern. I'm also going to add some vocal chops, which I think are going to be really interesting, especially when you can't hear what you're making. So this looks like a longer note that it's playing, a longer vocal chop. This one's a little bit shorter. This one looks like it comes in, maybe it's saying a phrase. So if I'm visualizing this, it's gonna go do, 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 dun, 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 whatever that phrase is. So that's what I'm doing. I'm adding reverb again. I feel like reverb might save this beat. I don't know, maybe adding some good reverb will make it sound okay. It looks pretty good. If you're looking at this and you know, it kind of looks like a normal FL Studio project that I would use. Okay, so I want the vocal chops too. I want to kind of fade them in. Are they on anything right now? My idea here is that, you know, there's going to be these piano chords playing with this ambient guitar type of melody. The vocal chops are going to come in. Some more elements are going to come in. The beat's going to drop at the hook. It's going to be amazing. It's probably going to be the best thing you might have ever heard. And then when it gets to the verse, it's going to kind of open up a little bit. I'm going to remove some of the elements, kind of give it more space for an artist to rap or sing over in that part. I'm going to remove these elements. I'm going to keep the pad. I think that pad's kind of quiet though. I don't think it's actually too bad. I kind of forget. And I want to, instead of the bass, the 808s, I'm gonna get a bass synth note where basically I can make it, you'll hear how it sounds, but basically it's gonna kind of open up. Instead of being these hard, you know, punchy 808s, it's gonna be a longer bass note. Just kind of gives it this like dramatic feel right before the verse comes in. Okay, grabbing my headphones now. I'm gonna listen to the beat now that I have an intro, hook, verse, and then another hook. I'm kind of nervous actually. I don't know why, but I'm kind of nervous. I hope this sounds somewhat good. All right, moment of truth. Yo, this is sick. The vocal chops are kind of weird. They're also loud. It hurts to listen to, but this actually sounds a lot different than how. This actually sounds a lot different than I kind of thought it would sound. It's more aggressive with these drums. I like those hi-hats. Those are cool sounding. I don't really like the drums. I don't like that snare though. I don't know. It's okay. You also can't even like hear the vocal chops here. They're way too filtered. Alright? And that hi-hat is so loud. Oh. Okay, that was a mistake there. It's not too bad. I think it's okay, like, overall. Alright, yeah, I think overall it's not terrible. There are some things that I wouldn't have chosen just based on, you know, how it sounds. Like, I don't think the snare really sounds that... I don't think it sounds too good with, like, the sound selection of the instruments. I think the drums, like, they go okay together, but they don't go okay with the rest of the beat. That hi-hat is also... It's really loud, and I don't think it suits the beat either. Like, they're good sounds, but they just don't suit the beat. I think this was the biggest mistake here, this low lead. Yeah, I messed up on that. I put this synth, this low bass synth note, I put it up way too high. I should have put it down like a couple of octaves. Other things that I think what did I even mess up? I forgot how did that guitar even sound? I mean, these are sick. Like the chords, the piano chords, and the guitar sound good. But I don't think the last two notes actually sound too good. The first notes sound good with this guitar melody. Like, those are sick, but I think when it gets to here, maybe it's because it's playing the same note, it doesn't sound too good. Also, the vocal chops. I don't know how I feel. Let me know what you guys think about these vocal chops. Like, I don't know. I think they're okay. I think if I could actually have heard this one, I would have done something a little bit better. Yeah, I think that's kind of what I'm narrowing this one down to, is that I think the main problem was in the beginning. I think these chords that I played, because I don't really know how they sound, I think the chords might have been what failed this beat. I don't know. And is this beat really a fail? I think it's okay. I don't know. What did I just make? This is totally different, kind of what I thought it would sound like. I thought it would sound a lot more chill, kind of more R&B sounding. It's like this kind of aggressive hip-hop beat with these drums and then like these kind of more chill elements. I'm really just like kind of taking it all in, kind of reflecting on everything right now. This was a fun challenge though. I don't think anything went too far wrong. I think overall it's okay. It's an okay beat, just an okay beat. It's not great, it's not bad, it's just okay. I think it has potential though. I think I could really change this up. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Hit that subscribe button too. A lot of people who watch this channel aren't actually subscribed. So if you're watching this and you're not subscribed, just called you out for it. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.